Give me the cover.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roller Coaster Rider.
Hi, I'm Kay.
Get your motor running!
You sound like you're singing that song.
Yeah, that's the only way I knew how to introduce this. Anyway,
Running down the highway.
We're reviewing Torque, which is cool to the max, dude.
Oh, settle down.
No, it has all the marks of awesome. It has bottles of beer. It has Doritos. It has motorcycles. It has Mountain Dew. And it has hot girls and at least one Asian guy. That's the mark of a classic teen action movie.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, right?
I don't think it was all that bad. I mean, it had some really good scenes that they filmed.
It had some really good scenes, but
But there were too many things like
there were too many.
with the Fast and Furious. Okay,
Yeah.
the train, the end of Fast and Furious, the first one.
The beginning even starts with them essentially saying Fast and Furious is stupid by essentially having like a Lamborghini driving like, I don't know, a Mazda or something. And then the main character, Ford, being just driving past them. There's
Okay.
even a lot. There's even at the beginning where the sign spins so fast, but you can read cars.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you caught it and I didn't.
I don't know if I can say that or not. Should I say?
No.
Can I say? Should I
No.
say that word?
No,
Okay.
we don't need to.
Basically, uh, you can say the plot of this movie because I could just pretty much say what I didn't like about it,
Okay.
or what I would have done to improve it.
So Ford.
Which is the person that you call when Dax Shepard won't return her phone calls.
Whatever.
He looked like Dax Shepard, you know, the dude from Chips?
Yeah, I know, but I didn't really see that. So anyway, back to the plot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Or
Ford,
what little plot you can find.
well, they kept building up to the reason that it was going on. So Ford, one of the bad groups was
Ice Cube and his gang?
right. Those were the Hellions, like Hell's Angels.
I guess Hell's Angels wouldn't I guess Hell's Angels didn't approve of the script or something.
Right, and then you had the Reapers, which were the real bad guys.
Was that the guy who I said looked like the knockoff Chris Hemsworth and
Yeah.
Jamie Presley in an unrecognizable role?
Right. And he was supposed to be this big mean dude with he wanted drugs, in the place, and he said that Ford stole his drugs, or meth. And what Ford did was actually he put them in.
So this inspired Breaking Bad.
Well, maybe. He put them in with his motorcycles. He wanted his motorcycles that went 0 to 200 in
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Which that photography of that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the best thing you can say about this movie, it's not necessarily the characters or the plot or the dialogue, but the action scenes are well shot.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Right, on motorcycles. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's the motorcycle chase scenes and the motorcycle stunts, that's very well shot. When it was the scene of I guess we can just do I'll just say this out of line or out of context. When it's Ford fighting Ice Cube, like I tried like there was something that one of the midnight screenings Brian, I think? Yeah. Brian or Dave, I don't know. Well, one of them, he was talking about Die Hard 5, where the scene, he couldn't count to 1 second in some cases, because then the scene would cut. That was exactly the same during that fight scene.
Yeah.
I did like one Mississippi, one Mrs.
What about one potato? But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fast bikes, a lot of fighting, getting together, making plans. Um, yeah, a lot of it was Fast and Furious. I still think Fast and Furious put together a better movie.
Fast Five is my favorite.
Yeah, but I think it did okay. It took too much from the Fast and Furious. Um,
And
but
this is something that I've noticed. Usually, whenever a movie does like this movie is bad, our movie is gonna be good. 9 times out of 10, that doesn't mean that usually doesn't come true or happen.
yeah, and the Fast and Furious didn't have ladies of different gangs against each other. I don't think.
Charlize Theron.
Oh well, that was the last one, not really the first one.
Yeah,
You know.
but
So I mean, it tried to do a lot of things differently.
this had so many characters, and some of them you didn't need. Like Ice Cube's gang, I don't think they really needed to be in the movie as much. It could have just been Ice Cube.
Yeah, but Speed also put together the group
Speed
plus
only.
the gang. Yeah, in
Speed.
one of them.
You mean Fast and Furious?
I mean, Fast and Furious. Sorry.
I was like, how many gangs were in Speed? It was like Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock,
Sorry.
Woody
Sorry, sorry.
Harrelson.
Wrong movie. Wrong movie. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, no, Jeff Daniels.
Sorry, I made the mistake.
Uh,
So, anyway, you wanted to know the plot. The plot was that Ford intercepted the bad guys from the Reapers, his
drugs.
meth, and his three top bikes. So, what he did is he put all of them in a storage container and he took off. He went to Thailand. Now he came back to try and clear his name and make it right with the girl that he liked, Shane.
Which is the person that you call when Jessica Simpson won't return your phone calls. What?
So then, anyway, she didn't know if she could trust him right away. And then he's trying to call the FBI agent to prove that he was innocent. And that one I didn't see coming.
Oh, with Adam Scott.
Yeah, the FBI agent.
That's not a spoiler because it's Adam Scott. That's not a spoiler.
He was with working with the Reapers. So, but his partner in this show, in this movie, took care of him.
Mm-hmm.
She wore a bulletproof vest, and
Full-blown spoilers, everyone.
the what?
Full-blown spoilers.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say.
Well, that kind of happened towards the end.
Well, she took care of him. I didn't say how.
There was a pretty good scene of Shane and Jamie Presley's character. I think her name was China or something in the movie. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's according to Wikipedia. Where both of them were like, I guess they were like dueling on motorcycles in like this like
alley.
I was gonna say like a farmer's market, a covered farmer's market, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There were some explosions that were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending race was also pretty cool.
Yes. So he kept saying throughout the movie, when it was done, they were all headed south of the border.
Yeah, going to Mexico.
Mexico. And so that happened. Well, you saw him riding there. You don't know if it happened. You'd have to wait for Torque 2.
Which won't happen. I will expect Buckaroo Banzai Volume 4 before I'll get a Torque 2.
But you know what? I think they made an acceptable attempt with motorcycles, along with Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
As long, they didn't keep making them, like Fast and Furious, so it would be hard to keep going like the Fast and Furious with this movie.
And I
There
think in
wasn't enough plot to like think up another movie.
and one main problem that I have with the dialogue, it wasn't like snappy or funny.
Mm.
I'm not saying these actors aren't funny or aren't able to elevate material. I'm just saying the material that was given to them, the because Fast and Furious has like a lot of snappy dialogue that goes back and forth and a lot of cheeseball one-liners. Especially in Furious 6 or Furious 7.
Hmm.
This movie, they really like tried to play it straight, but it was like if every like if every minute or two there was like something funny dialogue wise, that would have kept it going. But I actually felt that it was a motorcycle action movie and it was kind of boring at points.
Hmm. But there were some parts of Fast and Furious, not like the first movie, but when they got together, just like that they showed in the desert, and was having that like race off or whatever they had. I think that was in 2 or 3 or something, wasn't it?
I don't know.
But this one went also to the desert. So I don't know if it was California, Arizona, Nevada. I think it had to be California or Arizona.
Yeah, because
Because
they
if
were
they were heading towards the border,
towards Mexico. Yeah, maybe California. Who knows?
yeah. Oh, it had to be California. You're right. They were in the desert because he
But
was
the,
heading back to L.A.,
But then it
Los
got into like a
Angeles,
very metropolitan area.
Los Angeles.
Okay, so yeah, so aren't the Fast and Furious movies also set in LA?
They've been kind of all over.
Huh. I would have
There
guessed
was one, wasn't there one in Europe and
there's one in
one
Tokyo, there's one in
Tokyo Drift?
yeah, there's Furious 6 I think was set in Europe.
And wasn't there one in South America or something?
Fast 5.
Or
Rio.
was it Rio?
Hmm.
Okay.
So I'd recommend watching parts of this movie.
Yeah, you could fast through. I mean,
All of the talking scenes.
well, yeah, they didn't have as good as dialogue as Fast and Furious,
That's what I
but I
said.
still think
Just pretend they're saying. Just imagine they're saying cheesy knock knock jokes, and you can pretty. I'm one of those people where it's like, if a story doesn't interest me, pump up the action, and if you can't pump up the action, throw in some humor. And this movie doesn't offer either one, or isn't either way.
the only thing that was different in this one is I really thought one of the FBI agents was going to try to infiltrate into the group or something,
Mm-hmm.
but that didn't happen. So the bad FBI agent stayed with the good FBI agent.
Anyway, do you have anything else to say?
I think, go ahead and watch it. If you're into cycles, which I know a lot of people are into motorcycles, um, the cycles at the end would probably really interest you. I don't remember. I think the one was called the Ghost or something. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But they were pretty sharp and pretty fast. I don't know how they ran, if they had the drugs in them, but
Probably there's a compartment underneath the
oh,
seat.
maybe. But I thought that they were in like the gas tank or something with no gas in there.
Putting
But
salt in a gas tank would screw up a car. I can't imagine what drugs would do.
true. So they didn't put him in it because you do see the bad guy from the Reapers. He took like a duffel bag, a leather duffel bag, and put the drugs in it. So
Anyway, do you have anything else to say?
nope. If you got an evening, and go ahead and watch it.
And I will give it points in that it's less than 90 minutes, so... Actually, without credits, it's 80 minutes.
Oh wow.
So
Cool.
so it gets points on that from me.
Yep.
Anyway, bye.
Have a good night.
Or day. See ya.
Bye.